Welcome to another episode of Brothers Arguing Sports. I'm Zav, across the Zoom is Tiki, and today we're looking at the shakeup at WFAN in New York, with Craig Carton now going to Fox Sports full-time for his TV show. Tiki Barber is going to replace him, so the afternoon drive, that famous slot, is now Evan Roberts and Tiki Barber. So I ask you, is this show going to be successful, Tiki and Evan Roberts?
No, I think they made the wrong choice. I think what has emerged as the leading voice from the fan, I think, is Brandon Tierney. I think he's become the most respected voice. You know, his takes on Cashman, his takes on the Knicks, they're what I see on Twitter, getting views and things. And he's the voice I enjoy listening to as well. I thought Tiki was the bad choice from the jump, even to join Tierney. I don't think Tiki, I'm just not a huge fan of him. I think the New York market has never really warmed to him either. I mean, you say what you want. He criticized Eli Manning on his way out, failed in his initial media career, and then Eli went on to become an absolute New York legend. And I think he's never shaken that. And no, it's not just me. When I listen to the show, callers bring it up, even still now. So I don't think he has a strong enough opinion or a strong enough person. What New York sports fans love is a strong, fighting personality that's not afraid to attack. I think Tiki's a bit of a people pleaser, and I think he wants to be loved by people. And I think Tierney and Roberts would have made a power couple. So but do I think they'll be successful? I think they're going to the fan is always relative. They'll be successful. I think they're going to stay ahead of Michael Kay. So big fish in a small pond, I think they'll stay relevant, but I think they missed the boat to make a power couple.
I agree with you that Brandon Tierney and Evan Roberts was the golden matchup. But I have a different take on you than Tiki. I think Tiki's a good guy. I think people like him. I
didn't say he was a bad guy, Zav. I said he wasn't.
You said the market never warmed to him, the New York market.
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything to do. First of all, he was a legendary Giant. When the dust settles, I know he had that comment about Eli not being a great leader, and Eli went on to win the Super Bowl. I understand that. Here is why, in my opinion, the show isn't going to be a big hit. Because the fan listener, your typical fan listener, between March and October, baseball is part of their life. They're just either diehard Yankee or Met fans. That's what they are. And he's from Virginia, and he's a football player, and he admits that he hasn't been a big baseball fan his whole life. And good radio is when something happens. The Mets lose a game, the Yankees make a trade. You want to hear that instant reaction. And I don't think the New York market, they want to hear, wow, what's Tiki going to say about the Mets or the Yankees? And that's what's going to be the missing element.
I agree. Football. His opinion isn't really coveted.
That's my point.
I don't think he takes strong positions of. I don't think he's that passionate about it.
He admitted that Brandon Tierney has taught him a lot about baseball, and I give him it. To me, it's the same thing when they put Bart Scott. Remember Bart, Maggie, and Carlin?
It's a total disaster.
My point is the New York fan has been watching, the WFAN fan has been watching baseball since birth.
So you want to know this fan you're talking about? It's Brandon Tierney.
I agree.
Brandon Tierney is the fan listener.
Well, let me just finish my point. My point is the fan doesn't care about athlete and non-athlete, demographics, none of that. Mike and Chris were just two baseball fans, knowledgeable since birth. They were. Beningo, just a fan. You're right. Tierney and Evan are just pure. I think they're both smart too. I think Tierney and Evan are too smart That was the power couple.
Ah, man, like Mike and the Mad Dog, those guys, they could just press play
I
and
agree.
they could just start talking about sports. And we want to hear their opinion because they're not only New York sports fans, but they're deeply rooted in New York sports.
That's
They
the
were
point.
both,
Deeply rooted.
yeah, and the fan listener knows about the 90s Knicks, knows
Exactly.
about the 90s Yankees. And
Yep.
that's what I love about Tierney's takes and Evans too.
Yep.
Evan goes back to that time as well. So it was just such an opportunity that I think they just missed.
I agree. We're both 100% the same on this take. Tierney and Roberts would have been WFAN gold. All right. See you later.
All right.